Hi, my name is Connor Lee, and for the past 14 weeks, I've been working at Maracay Homes in Gilbert, Arizona. Here at Maracay Homes, I'm working in a community, a residential community of one-story family homes. They're about 4,000 square feet, and they're considered step-up homes, is what Maracay calls them. My internship, my title is as a construction intern, but I've been shadowing the project manager in the area and learning how to do things such as scheduling and what it means to be a project manager or superintendent in this area. Really what that entails is, well, quite a bit. It's been a super inclusive internship. They've taught me a lot. It's been well-rounded. Every day I get to experience something new, and well, let me just say it this way. We were given a tool. It's called Build Pro, and Build Pro is our scheduling software. It keeps us in touch with all of our trades and contractors that work for Maracay Homes. So when I signed on, they gave me a cell phone and an iPad, and on the iPad is Build Pro. We have Build Pro as Maracay Homes, and as the builder and all of our contractors have something called Supply Pro, so they're connected softwares. We go on and we set the schedule for each one of our homes, and the respective contractors on their Supply Pro side are able to get that exact same schedule. It goes through and it reminds you which items you need to start, and by start it notifies the Supply Proers when they need to get into the house and start their task. Everything is scheduled out to be in order, and if changes need to be made, it's very, very easy. You just change one date and everything under it will change as well. So you go into the houses every day. As an intern, I unlock and lock up the houses, and as you go through each home, you go through Build Pro as well. You see what's on the list to do today for this home. Who do I need to call? Who hasn't made it in, which unfortunately is a big part of this job, hence the cell phone. They expect me to be able to call trades, ask why they're not there, look at the schedule, and if they weren't there, plan and reorganize the schedule for them to get in. And you do that every day. There's times where you also do buyer walks with the homeowners. You do hard hat tours when the house has just completed framing and right before installation. And so you get to work with all three sides of the construction triangle, basically, the builder, the homeowner, and the contractors. And so it's been fantastic. So we've been able to experience a lot as interns. Here in Marathon Ranch, my community, there are 63 lots, and about half of them are in production right now. It's a very, very popular area, very industrious. A lot of builders are building in this area right now because a lot of people want to move here. So it's been very busy. Right now it's December, and so everyone, not just Maracay, but especially us, are pushing for year-end homes. So everyone's very busy trying to get their expected company goal for how many homes they closed in the year completed by the end of 2018. So we're pushing for that. Part of the internship, they said, we're going to give you a home and you're in charge of the scheduling, the planning, everything, calling, the trades for one home after drywall. So for the first half of my internship, first third, I walked around and shadowed my project manager as we did front-end building and a few back-end stuff, but the community was still very new, where there wasn't as much back-end construction. But we did the front end, and once homes got to a certain point where drywall was going in, they handed a home off to me, and I would still help around the community on Build Pro with the other two project managers. But this one home was mine. In Maracay Homes, we do a thing called a quality walk, and we have quality inspectors come out and they walk the homes. And once that's done, you can prep the home for the buyer walk, which is about a week and a half later. And then after the buyer walk is the new homeowner presentation. So all of that's completed, and then they gave me, I had 2 weeks left, so I asked if I could have another home to work on because I didn't want to just sit around for the last 2 weeks of my internship. And so they gave me another home, and I partnered up with the assistant project manager here, and we got that home. And as of right now, actually, our QA inspector is in the home with our company VP, and they're walking the house. So the schedule, I'll give you an example of why it's so important, especially here in Gilbert, Arizona, to have a tight schedule. Yes, it's the year end, and we have to get our numbers in. 2, homeowners. We can't push back days, weeks, because a homeowner has a set schedule. Once 40 days before the closing hits, you have to notify the homeowner that yes, the day we've selected for you is going to meet the schedule. So you have to keep to that. And the last thing is for the city. Here in Gilbert, we have our city final inspection, and that's when an inspector goes through the whole home, the finished home, and they see if everything's there, if it's a livable space, if it has running water, heat, appliances for cooking, it's sealed up, front doors, windows. He goes through the whole thing, basically checks if it's working. Not quality, he doesn't care about that, he only cares about a few things, but is it livable? And if it does, I guess no, he doesn't check for heating, he checks for all those other things I said though. Because if he passes the city final, then we can get our gas meter. The city final needs to happen 3 days before our quality inspection. And we plan that in this house we're in right now with the assistant project manager. We quality checked Monday. We had our city final Monday, and we're quality checking today. And we gave ourselves 3 days for the gas meter to come in. Unfortunately, despite our best efforts and pushing, because this is the last quality walk for the entire year for Maracay, Southwest Gas, because everyone is so busy, they pushed our gas meter for tomorrow, so we don't even get it today. And that's unfortunate, not for the homeowner, because they will get it before the buyer walk, but it's unfortunate for us because at Maracay Homes, when a QA inspector, a quality assurance inspector, inspects the homes, we get a score, and that score goes to our superiors. So without a gas meter, that's a big ding on us, unfortunately, but it's a good learning experience. We're going to get the if we can push hard enough today, they'll get the gas meter in today, and if it comes when the QA inspector's there, we'll be fine. But it really comes down to it. Maracay Homes is very quality assured. They are really revered in the Phoenix Valley for their quality, and they're really high up there. So they hold a higher standard than the other home builders in the area. And this quality assurance is proof of that. We're only one of 2 builders in the whole valley that does a quality assurance part of the home building process. So it's very important. But yeah, the schedule, that's why it's very important to keep it, because you can't slip up in the last week and realize, I'm not going to get that gas meter. Appliances is another thing. We had a huge fallout with our appliance company. Not necessarily a fallout, but the company that supplied us with our appliances was a sister company of Sears, and when Sears went out of business, so did this company. So for a solid month, we were behind on all of our appliances, and that's nationwide with this company. So with this appliance company. So that was a challenge we had to overcome as well. But scheduling has been a huge benefit in learning this, in this industry. Scheduling, I would say, my studies at BYU Idaho have been phenomenal. I learned so much, but I never realized how applicable it actually was until I got out here. We would open up blueprints, we would walk houses, and unless we were talking about a specific product, I knew everything we were talking about. The education prepared me phenomenally, and I was able to, in some respects, I say this, not trying to stomp on them, but I knew a few more things than even the project managers here did. So I really credit a lot of this to the wonderful experience I've had at BYU Idaho and the education there. And something I've learned here is just really how to step out of your comfort zone. talking with grown men, grown construction guys who have worked in this industry for 30, 40 years, telling them that they need to get on schedule and kind of get in their face is an uncomfortable situation, but it's taught me a lot, and so I'm very grateful for that. So, in recap, Build Pro software for scheduling has been awesome. I learned how to keep a schedule. Getting out of your comfort zone, especially, I'd say that's my number one skill I've learned in this. And 3, just a great summation of everything I've learned at BYU Idaho. So it's been a wonderful internship at Maracay Homes, and I've been very grateful for this experience.